Hey everyone, it's Christine with Momspiration 412, founder of EduPlay Learning. Welcome to the Christine Furman Show. I am your host, Christine Furman, and today we have a special guest, Alex Furman, my son. We are super excited to be coming to you today, and for a very special EduPlay or the Christine Furman Show, okay? This is all about sensory bins or interactive activities to really engage your kids in activities that are going to stimulate their brain, help them learn, and also get them off of the screens a lot. So these are some things that we use here in our home, and we incorporate them throughout the day. We don't do all of the things all the time, but these are just a few ideas if you are looking for them. So stay tuned, stick with me. If you are here watching live, give us a little shout out. Let us know that we're here. Alex is going to help demonstrate some of the activities that we have here. And also, if you want more information, please feel free to message me privately, and we can have a chat about any of these toys or sensory bins a little bit further. So feel free to do that as well. But if you are here, let us know. Give us a shout out. I'm going to pull up the other channel right here so we can make sure that we see any comments coming in. And there we go. So if you guys are here live, just say hello. And if you're catching us on the replay, let us know on the replay as well that you are here. So, all right, Alex, what are we going to show them first? Magnets.
These are my magnets. They'll mostly stick together.
These are
kind of, see these little dots? These are what make them stick.
That's right. Those are the magnets inside. Now, there have been cases where some of these broke open and the magnets were causing a choking hazard for some young kids. These ones, I've had these specific ones for a very long time. They're Picasso tiles, and these ones have served us very well. We've never had any issues with them. Obviously, with any toys that you have, you do want to kind of monitor, make sure that they are all intact before you let your child play with them, especially if you have younger kids and they're always putting things in their mouth. Now, Alex has had these for a very, very long time.
They were my favorite toys since I was 2 or 3.
Yes, he's had them that long. So if you are looking for something that you can build with your child, they're very bright and colorful. So you can talk to your children about different colors.
And you could make a rainbow with them.
You could make a rainbow with them. You could build different things. They could smash them. They could put them together. So it's working on that fine motor skills, those gross motor skills, and just really building and really engaging them and using their imagination and building their confidence for that independent play. This is one of those toys that he would sit for a long time and play independently. So if you are looking for something like that.
There is like a little rainbow in a row.
There is like a little rainbow. Go ahead and show them. They can't see it. Very good. He made a little rainbow with them. All right. So these are the tile magnets. Can you go put these away for me?
There are triangles.
All right. Go ahead and go put those away, and then I'll go on to the next one. All right. You put them right there. One of the other ones that we have here, these actually were passed down to us from an old neighbor, and they are called Zub Junior pieces.
I like these. These help me like figure out how to like build stuff or like build a car. There's even like little instructions. Like that one will show you. There's other kinds too. But right now,
I'll show you guys.
Me and my sister only have this kind.
So these are great for kiddos that if they are still putting things in their mouth, there's no little pieces here. The wheels, they may have these, but they don't come apart. This is actually a wheel. This part came off of it.
Well, me and my sister take those parts so we
Can I see one of the cards to make something? So there are instruction cards here.
And there's one with a tire, and there's some on the back too.
Right. So it tells you how to make them, so you can make them with your kids, or like I said, you can just let them play with them. They're great for holding on to them. Again, younger kiddos, you want to be careful they don't put these in their mouth and hurt themselves. But another great activity here for your kiddos to keep them engaged.
Some ones are easy, like this Jeep one. This one's pretty easy.
Yeah, and I think it has skills on it as well. But you guys can see here, I'll show you real quick, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Ooh.
That it gives you step-by-step instructions, so you can do this together. Again, as they get older.
There's more and more when as we get older, we'll be able to get more and more and more kinds of sets.
That's
like
true.
We only have this set right now. The yellow, the blue, and the red. But as more when we get older, there's going to be a silver one, these red ones, and a green one, these blue ones.
That's true. There are different editions of them there. So there's 5 different ones that you can get. So yeah, good. Let's move on to the next one. Again, these are a great one that you can play together as they are. Here, go put this one back for a minute. They can play together. You guys can play together and really build their skills. But then as they continue to get older, their independent play and their time that they play is going to increase.
Now these are a big toy.
These are for definitely older kiddos. They have smaller pieces, and you can build things with these. So these, Alex and Ella have built houses with these. You just take these straws and you put these little connectors on one end or the other.
And then
go ahead, you can tell them.
This connects.
So they have built houses for their stuffed animals. They've built cars that they can get in. Oh, I have another guest who's here with me.
Hi, I'm Ella.
This is Ella. So they've built all kind of things. They have built like helicopters, little net, boxes, houses, anything that their imagination can come up with. Let me see if I can see on the side here. So nope, I thought there was a tag here, but they are play straws.
Here it is.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of. Okay. So those are, again, this is a great tool for their imagination, for their independent play. Here, I'll take that connector. And for us, we have specific places that we put these things. So these toys, whenever they were younger, they were not just out in the playroom for them to easily have access to. These were toys that I put in a specific place and say, oh, do we want to play with the straws? We are going to pull out just the straws. We're going to build and we're going to play together. And I may play with them for 5 to 10 minutes and then allow them the, independent play, their imagination to kind of run wild. And then from there, I would say, okay, now that we're done, we're going to clean them up. So these toys, a lot of them are toys that they have a specific place and we clean them up after. Here's another, we have 2 more interactive toys that we're going to show you, and then we're going to show you a few sensory bins. But like I said, if you guys are here, let us know. Give us a hi. Give us a hello if you're watching the replay. And if you want more information on any of these toys or these activities or sensory bins, please feel free to reach out. Send me a private message, and then we will have a convo, and I'll tell you a little bit about them.
Your other kids would really like the other one.
They would, right? Oh, I actually have a couple other toys on this side too. So, Leapfrog is one that we really enjoy here in our home. This is a cash register that we've had for a while. They're kind of growing out of it, if you will, in a sense, but it is still a great toy for them to identify different types of food. You all right? Have a grocery store, talk about paying and money, and also counting.
Oh, in this part, you're really going to like.
It has a scanner.
It opens up and it has money, like a ticket.
Yeah. And then you can swipe it. That's right. So it's very interactive. They really like that. On the LeapPad side of things, we have this LeapPad backpack. And this is actually, it's called Go With Me ABC Backpack. All right, Alex, can you turn that one off for a second? Make sure this is in there so it's not going to fall out when I show you guys. Now this one, I do believe Alex got this one when he was about 1 or 2 from a friend. And this was a cute one because all the letters are in here. You can take these letters out. We'll take one that's out. And you can, they're not magnetic on the back, but they can then look at the letters. They can feel the letters. They can then push the letters in here and it will bring it up here. So it's telling them about the letters, about the sound. Then they have the opportunity to draw the letter.
See the little, when you see that pencil, it's not like a little, like just pencil. It's like just, he is the pencil that tells you what letter it is.
Right.
See? It said that, and now it's gonna.
But there's some activities up there, right? To tell you what to do. So which one are you going to press?
An activity button.
That's a question.
Mystery word. So there's all different activities on here. Again, another great one that you can practice with them, but also allowing them to build their independent play as well.
Put this letter into its puzzle spot and push down.
Which one would be snake?
S.
Push it down. Let's see if it's right.
S.
Excellent. So
Now we're going to do that one.
Next letter makes the sound.
oh, does it come up with a whole? We'll do this one later.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that one. Can you put this one down? Did Ella leave or is she still here? I think she left. Be careful, it's open. So again, these are great activities that you can do, very interactive, very bright and colorful, that are going to attract your child's attention and also help to stimulate them as well. All right, the next, okay, those ones, and then I'm going to show them these ones, and then we're going to show them some sensory bits. So these are another great ones.
These are my ones that I like. These are my kinds that are blocks.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 3D. There's all kinds of Ds. This is the 4D, a 1D.
So before you get to Legos,
some even trucks.
right?
Before you even go to the Lego bins, you gotta use these big Legos.
Why do you think that these ones are better for the little kids?
Because these, when they try to put them in their mouth, they're only plastic. They can't get them in their mouth.
That's right. They can't choke on them. So these are a great tool, very big, able for them to, their little hands to grab them, easily build things, and be able to stack and knock things over. So these have been a great one. The other activities that we have here, another company called Learning Resources. And these are great building and educational tools, okay? So this one here, the kids are learning how to put together a cow with the number 7, and they have to find, they have to find the back of the cow.
Actually,
and match
the
it up.
right kind of color.
The color or the number, right?
Yeah.
So you can either count them or you can match up the colors.
Like
so
this.
There it is, and you find the match. Again, these are nice and big, great for little hands, and
And sometimes
no
you
choking
can
hazards.
even move it over like that.
Very good. So these ones say 2 and up. This is a great one. Learning resources. Like I said, if you guys have any questions about any of these, please feel free to reach out to me. This one here.
I'm gonna do a sensory.
Yeah, we're gonna do the sensory bins in just a second. These ones here are for counting. We also have ones back here.
Alligators.
Alligators are for letters. Again, you can see they're nice and big. They're in a super nice jar here. And then
see if this is the same. Like, no, it's not the same. What about this blue alligator?
So they match up.
It's not the alligator.
So again, you can put these out. You can play with them. Let the kids put them together, matching up their letters, matching up their colors. Lots of different activities here. Excellent. Can you show everyone? The other one that we have here are turtles. And these ones have numbers on them.
This is kind of cool because you already know what it's gonna have, but this is kind of like a surprise because this is gonna
get the red one out. All right, here's the red one. Now, not only can you match up the numbers.
Here?
What's in it? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, a baby turtle!
It matches.
Look how cute that is, guys. So on the shell here, it has a one dot. And then on the baby, again, you're not only matching numbers and colors. Yep. A circle. Yeah, these ones have shapes as well.
And if you are hoping, there are colors like blue. Now it has the number 4.
That's right. Go ahead and put that in here.
In every number.
All right. I think he's excited to show the sensory bins. If you guys are here, let us know. Give us a hello. If you're watching the replay, let us know.
I think
what I would love to know in the comments are what are some activities that your kiddos enjoy? You know, do they have a specific interactive toy that is like their ultimate favorite? Does it light up? Does it have music? Does it have what is that toy that your kids love? And do your kids have any experience with sensory bins? That could be a whole nother show, but we are going to dive into a little bit of them right now. And do they enjoy them? So
this is our first sensory.
Okay, well, we don't want to do it because it's going to get rice everywhere.
This
all right.
Is a sensory.
I have to hold it up. Let me show you. All right, so the first one that we have here is just rice. Okay, just plain rice. Now, this rice has been in here for a long time. And it's just something fun for them to do. It's something fun for them to
like it's not really like the food rice.
Well, it is rice, but it's been in here for a while. It was something I bought for this specific reason.
We gotta get rice, and we had to get this bucket and pour the rice in and wait till it got like this for a lot of days. Then we put all of these in it.
That's what I found. A bean. That leads us to our next one. So some of the things we have in the rice bin, we have rakes. We have different colored items. So when you do a sensory bin, you could do a specific theme, whether it's insects or whether it's, we have an Easter egg one that I'm going to show you. Careful, these are heavy, honey.
Is our big one.
Or you have them matching up colors. There's all kind of different activities that they can do. Can I have the red lid for this, please? So this is one. All I do is I get a container. It could be any size container. You're going to see that I have different sized containers. And sometimes if I want more than one child in this, I'll put it in a bigger container so there's more room. But if it's just for my two kiddos, it's just in that smaller container.
This is a kind of fun activity. Like, or a kid. This.
So you can put both in one.
This is my hat. I had it for my birthday.
Yeah.
This is my builder hat. When I wear it, I wear this to build with these little beans.
Right. So what he's showing you over here, let me pull it up here. The next sensory bin here that we have is our beans and our builder one. This was one that I did for his birthday one time. And they all had their construction hats. And then I put in here some trucks some signs. But then I also put beans in this one, so it's different than the rice. It's a different texture for them. These ones I've done all 3 different kind of beans. Careful, because I don't want beans to fall everywhere. We've done brown, black, and white beans in this one. So it's really allowing them to kind of make a road or dig, or it's giving them a different kind of experience and activities to do.
Now, this is a big one too.
And again, that one's in a little bit of a bigger container. If I had a lot of kids, I would have put it in a much bigger container, just like this one that he's going to show you right now.
Because this one is for our big sensory bin for our week.
For the month, right?
Yeah.
So each month we have a different theme and a different topic. Now, over the weeks, we have different themes. EduPlay curriculum has, rainbow theme, and then this week we're doing rainbows. Last week was all about St. Patrick's Day, and we've done themes on President's Day, and we'll do one on bunnies. And so for April, March and into April. So the beginning of March, we had this paper filler, right? Shredded paper. And I had St. Patrick's Day coins, and I had a St. Patrick's Day pot of gold and some beads and things like that. So anything like St. Patrick's Day, we made it in this big sensory bin. Now what the kids have is basically their own egg hunt at home. So this specific one these eggs have addition problems on them. Some of them are more difficult, which I don't necessarily expect them to do. This was something I've done in the past. But something that you can do for your kiddos, you can buy different patterns or different colors, and they could just really be putting them together. So that's something that you're just matching up the colors. Here we go. 12 minus 10 is going to be 2. So again, you can put math problems on them.
And X is minus.
X is multiplication. That's a different problem.
Or is multiplication?
That's something we haven't done yet. So as you can see, like this bin has a lot of them.
What's the one with nothing?
Those are the bottoms. Those are the answers. But it gives them a little opportunity to have their own little egg hunt and things to do while I am working with each one of them separately and individually. Or if I'm working and they just want to have something fun to do, they can pull this sensory bin out and they can play in it. Another sensory bin idea like this that you would use a bucket for.
This is more like a different one.
Right. That's not the match. You can put water, and you can use your kids' bath toys, and they could just play in it and just have, enough water in it that they can splash around, maybe put a tablecloth down. That's typically what I do. If they're going to play these upstairs where there's carpet, or even if we're going to play downstairs, giving them a space, and allowing them to have an area that they're allowed to play in. That's where the bin stays. That's where all the materials stay, and it kind of gives them a work area. Let me grab this. All right. Last 2 things I'm going to share with you guys today. Like I said, if you have any questions about any of these, please let me know. The last one I'm going to share with you, and I don't know if we have anything still in this. We do. So for your kiddos that are too young for, say, a rice sensory bin or a bean sensory bin, the things are just way too small for them, and they would put them in their mouth, and it's a choking hazard. Some of the things that I've found are clear bottles, which I just took one upstairs, but it's a clear water bottle, but it's more durable than an actual water bottle like this. Okay.
This is
go ahead. You want to tell them what that one is?
Wait, were you going to open that?
No, let me just talk for 1 second.
This was a very old bottle we were using it. We drank the water, so we would have these beans in it, or like nuts.
Are they beans?
I think they're like little
they're
pebbles.
little rocks. These ones are little rocks. This was one we made during Garden Week. So each child was able to then have their own little garden here. And they put the flowers on the outside. They put the little rocks on the inside. And they have glitter in it. So not only does it make a cool sound, but it also is very stimulating to the child. And what you could do is glue the lid, so then that way that doesn't come off. Now, if you have younger kiddos, you're not going to want to put these stickers on because they would pull those off and put them in their mouths. But these other things here is a great activity.
This one's glitter. Not the back.
Right, Ella, show them that one that you have there. So this one here was a sensory bottle that I made specifically for younger kiddos. It does have, I think Ella shook it up a lot here, but it does have glitter in it.
It was like that when
Was
I
it?
had it.
It has glitter in it. It has, what else does it have in it? Sequins in it, so a couple things. Now, this last one that I'm going to share with you, like I said, you can use, this is an old iced tea bottle, which is really nice and big and very durable. I actually have a couple of these downstairs that I probably will turn into new sensory bins.
And a couple of those bottles will be good because you could put that rice in it and water.
Rice and water? I think that would not be good.
But
Rice would expand in the water.
what's that mean?
It would get bigger and it would get soft. Rice and water would not be a good idea.
So they're like enemies?
They're not enemies. Okay. So the last thing here, you can make a sensory bin or sensory bottle for your kiddos to find things. Okay. So there's a bead in this one, or I think at one point we put a car in here, which I think they wanted to retrieve. There's a red chip. There's,
Where?
it's in there somewhere, right there. There's a blue chip.
They're not real chips.
If you had,
There's a bead.
a list of 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 things, you would, say, oh, in this sensory bin here, I have a plastic car, and I have a bead, and I have a flower, and I have whatever it is.
A shock.
And then they would be able to find it. They would move it around, and then they would find it. So again, it's great to be listening to it, and they're able to see, and it's kind of like an I Spy in a bottle. All right, I think that is all for today. I really appreciate my help from my helpers today.
Mostly him.
But that's okay. So like I said, if you guys are here, if you're catching the replay, let us know that you're catching the replay. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure to give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe below. If you are on Facebook or Instagram, please invite other mom friends, tag them in the comments, and welcome them into our community and sharing all of these valuable resources and educational tips and activities for you and your family. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Ella and Alex, for your help. And I look forward to talking to you guys if you have any questions about any of the activities or sensory bins. All right, guys, have a great day. Remember, see each moment as a chance to learn, create, and have fun. Bye, guys.